Hi everyone, welcome to 2022. I don't know if I should wish you a happy 2022 because I know my 2022 is not going to start out so fantastic already. So when you already know your year is not going to be great, you can only hope that the end of the year, ends in a lovely time. That's all I can hope for. Anyways, my name is Savannah of Sewlivi Yarn, and welcome to my channel. This channel, I talk about all my crafting stuff. So it's pretty much just documenting my journey in crafting, which includes mostly knitting, sometimes cross stitch, sometimes other things, spinning, just crafting in general. But predominantly knitting. That is what I like currently. Don't mind the Christmas tree. So I took this down and I just haven't put it away yet. And my other tree is still up. Just lazy. I need to get on it because school and work starts again in just a couple days. So it'd probably be best if I can get this stuff put away, get it done so I don't have to worry about it after the fact. So yeah, it's 2022 and we're gonna kick back off with weekly updates. I want to say, I don't want to call this a podcast because I don't feel like it's a podcast. I know that's what I've been calling it in the past, but they don't feel like podcasts to me. So it's just crafting update. I need to adjust my shawl. It's kind of falling off over there. Excuse me. Today has already been pretty busy for me. It's Monday, January 3rd, and it's already been a pretty busy day. But I wanted to get this filmed and put out there for the universe. I have noticed also that I have had quite a few new subscribers, which was pretty awesome. At first, I was like, who gave me a shout out and brought people to my channel? But then I noticed that I believe my Make 9 video actually has over 100 views, which is pretty awesome. That's not typical for me. That's not typical at all. That's not normal. I'm usually under 50 views probably for each video. So thank you for subscribing, everyone. I really appreciate it. It makes my day actually when I see a new subscriber. So welcome. I am not very I'm kind of all over the place in my videos. Sometimes I try to keep it very, to the point, but sometimes that's not the case. Anyways, so I have some knitting to go ahead and show you and haul, but the haul I might actually have more like a separate clip to add later if I don't edit this immediately, because I do have a bunch of stuff coming in the mail today. It's Monday, so the mail gets pushed out a little bit later than normal, which is unfortunate. I hate that. On a normal day, I can have mail would be delivered by now, but on Mondays, it's usually later than in the evening. So, and I got a lot of things coming in the mail that I wouldn't mind showing. I am so sorry about my throat. Can't clear it, and it's kind of bothering me. Anyways, so yeah, let's go ahead. And a little extra bit and my Christmas gift. That is what I have today. So it shouldn't be that long of a video, hopefully, but we'll see. I guess you'll know before I know. Okay, knitting. Okay, so this one I'm just going to show for a few minutes because I worked on it for one evening, and that was kind of it. I was in between. Well, I wouldn't say I was in between projects. Oh, I didn't bring my daughter's coat. So I knit my daughter a coat. It's called the Super Soft Coat. It's by one of a Kate Hammett. I did show it in, I believe, Vlogmas and in my yarn review because I finished it. I finished it. And so the next evening I was kind of like in between things, and I did pick up, I guess I could show this one first. I did pick up my, what is this called? The Ramble Shawl by Andrea Mowry. I picked this up. This is what it looks like. The Ramble Shawl by Andrea Mowry. This is a brioche bit. So I'm into the brioche part. And I was struggling so bad to concentrate on this. It's not hard. Sorry. It's not hard. It's just, I just could not get myself to focus very well on this. So I only did, let's see here. Oh, I should probably move my stitch markers, huh? So I was here when I showed it in one of my Vlogmas videos. I have a couple other stitch markers on here too, but those are irrelevant now. They just need to be removed. And I'm also in the middle of a round. Obviously, like I said, I just kind of stopped and was like, I can't do this anymore right now. I'm hoping that everything is correct, but there's not enough for me to be able to tell yet. So this is what I've finished, all the striping. And here is where I was last time, and I've only put in maybe that's 5 rows, but with brioche you do the same row twice. Every row gets done twice, so yeah, it looks like a hot mess. It really does. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet. Like I said, brioche isn't difficult. It really isn't once you get into it, but this one is a little bit more complicated just because of the design. It's not just straight brioche lines. It's actually, you know, it looks like a knit stitch or a garter, not a garter, herringbone. So it's a little bit more complicated. So yeah, I just worked on this for probably, I did a couple of rows and I was like, or rounds, rows, and I was like, I don't have the mental capacity right now. I was so distracted. So I just said, no, not right now, sir. I don't even know if this is the wrong side or the right side I'm working on right now. Ooh. But yeah, this is where I am. When I will pick this back up, not so sure. So I was kind of like, I don't know what to knit on. It wasn't the first of the year yet, so I was like, I don't really want to start any of my make nines. So I picked up my, what is this one? This is the Straya by Andrea Mowry. She does do great patterns, and I have quite a few of hers. So this is Straya cardigan, and I'm knitting this in the Called For Yarns, which is the ampersand fibers, the Caslon fingering. It's 100% US Corriedale. I won this in a giveaway, which is pretty awesome. And I did purchase more to make this, you know, the size that I need and put in an extra stripe. So it's ampersand fibers. I'm not going to tell you all the colorways. It's in my Ravelry page for this, which is linked down below, along with all my social medias. Because a lot of the names I can't pronounce. But this one I can. This is Pompadour. This is the pink color that I'll show you in a minute. So here's my colors. My main color. And then the last 4 are, the other 4 are my stripes. So mine will be green with those stripes. And I worked on this for an evening as well, just one evening. Got one colored stripe in, and then I had to put it down because I was really struggling with this as well. For some reason, I just kept losing my place in the raglan increase row. I just kept losing my place. So I really just need to get into it, and I think it wouldn't be so difficult. But that stitch marker is where I was, which is stitch marker is also part of my haul that I'll show it more in detail. But this is, yep, this is where I'm at. This is the half fisherman's rib. This is really nice. It's worked on a US 2 needle, so it's quite small. But yeah, I got one colored stripe in, and this is the reverse side. I just was struggling. My brain just did not want to work at all. It just kept losing its spot in the thing. So that stitch marker, part of my haul. This is it's not gonna focus very well. I'll probably try to get a photo in for you. It's Three Little Sheep. It's actually the logo for my local yarn store, You and Me, a yarn boutique. They actually got several items that have their logo on it, which is super awesome. I thought that was super cute, so I was like, gotta have it. Gotta have it, because I got to go to my local yarn store twice this past week, and I'll talk about that more in a little bit. But yeah, super awesome. But yeah, I would like to get this going further. It's just my brain capacity for some reason this last week did not want to work. Okay, last knitting project. This is a cast on new start test knit that I probably didn't need to start, but it was a super easy process to just get this test knit. She just wanted several people to knit it, and I was just like, I'll do it. It looks quick and easy, plus I could grab from stash, which I did, and I'll show you the yarn in a minute. Oh, this is a black and white picture because I could not get my printer to print this one for some weird reason. So it's black and white. I'll insert a photo of the colored version, but it's by Knit Curious, and it's called Peach Tea. Her name is Megan Gonzalez, and yeah, it's this cute little crop t-shirt. So there is multiple versions of this. There's waist shaping, no waist shaping. You could do 3/4 length, short sleeve, 3/4 length, or long sleeve if you want. I told her I'd do the waist shaping and short sleeve, just because when I saw this, my first thought was, how adorable would this be layered over like a blouse, like a drapey, flowy, long button down, kind of like how Cher did. And it just reminds me of Cher from Clueless, to be honest. But I thought it'd be super cute. I had just recently bought a button down from Target. Unfortunately, it's oversized, so that's not gonna work. Might have to actually return it. Not sure yet. But I signed up for this. Thought it'd be pretty quick and easy. It's been quick. I'm pretty far-ish. It is cables. These are cables. But they're not very difficult. They call them left cross. Well, yeah, left cross and right cross. They're not too difficult. I figured out how to do them without a cable needle. So, and I'm about halfway through that motif, the whole motif on the yoke. I'm just have a little bit of concerns about this. I'm hoping it still works out. But here's my yarn. So I pulled from stash. This is the Andromeda sock yarn in the Bloomin' Bloomers colorway. I had used this in a different test knit earlier last year, 2021. Didn't like the sweater, it didn't work for me, so I ripped it out. So I had 2 balls. I have 2 balls of these. This is about 2.5 skeins, so it's like 300 and change grams. And then right here, this twisted skein that's laying down, that's actually the rest of the 3rd skein. I believe it was just 3 skeins that I had. But yes, that is that color. And then this color is, oh, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze. Or I'm not. Okay, never mind, I'm not going to. Dang it. This is a Sewlivi dyed yarn, one of a kind. This was originally a different colorway that I had available. Was not popular, was not selling. So I overdyed it and I got this. So this pattern calls for you to hold, it's a DK or you hold 2 fingering together. So what I'm doing is I held, for the yoke, I held 2 strands of this together and I went through a whole skein of it. This is all that I had left of the first skein because I didn't think I had enough to go around one more time. And then I'm holding these 2 together now to do a marling effect, and then at the bottom will be just 2 strands of this held together. I did a swatch and I left it over there. Oops. Sorry. Anyways, so yes, this is what I'm working with. Stash yarn, stash busting. That is kind of my goal for this year, to stash bust this bad boy. If you've seen my Make 9, then you would know that this is what I'm breaking into. Yes, I'm going to buy yarn occasionally. I'm just not going to, I'm trying not to buy yarn for patterns I find and then start those immediately. Like, I'm going to work on past stash projects. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you where I'm at. So this is curling up a lot and the cable is a little small, so it's not perfect, but here's where I'm at. So I finished the first top triangle and I'm now into this. It's really hard to tell, but there is this second triangle starting. I think I need more before you can really see what's going on, but you can see there, my right crosses, without the cable needle look fantastic, but my left crosses, not so hot. And I've tried it several different ways. Like, I watched several videos on how to do this without a cable needle. Tried one way, did not like it at all. Tried another way, it's kind of what I'm using. Tried it with a cable needle, it's no different. So it's just what it is, not a big deal. But this is what my OOAK looks like. So it's really fun. And as you can see, I started to marl the colors together. I promise it's gonna look better than what it looks like here, because this swatch looks really nice. So my concerns for this right now is this boat neck. This is way big. I'm really nervous. So it was recommended to do a tubular cast on. The test knit that I did with this was a tubular cast on, and it grew so big that it kept falling off one shoulder. I am not an off the shoulder kind of person at all. I do not prefer clothing that does that. So that was one of the reasons that I had undone the thing. So when I cast this on, I'm just like, holy buckets. Like, well, I was like, okay, I'm not doing a tubular cast on. I'm just going to do regular long tail cast on. And then I was like, this is a lot of stitches to cast on. And then I saw how big it was. I'm like, oh no. Oh no. I'm hoping that it doesn't stretch out too much, because like, look at this. If I stretch it, it's completely off the shoulder. So when I block this, I'm going to be really careful with this neckline. Really careful. So that's really big. But if I wear it with a buttoned up with a collar, that should hopefully help keep it on my shoulders as well. So yeah, I've just kind of been knitting on this mostly. I don't know why I'm being pretty monogamous, but it's just kind of how things are going for me right now. And it makes me want to be like, I want to be monogamous with the whips I already have. It's just like, this is a test knit. It's not due until March, so I have plenty of time, but I would like to get it just done and off my needles so that it's out of the way, and then I can focus on other things. So yeah, again, Peach Tea by Knit Curious. guessing it'll be out in March unless all the test knitters get done before then. Not sure. And I'm knitting this on a US 6 or a 4 millimeter needle. I did have to go down one size for gauge. That is what I am working on. And so since working on that, I've been doing that so much that my hands are starting to hurt a little bit each evening, especially with just doing the left crosses and the right crosses. So I decided to do something a little crazy, and probably not too crazy, but I pulled out a cross stitch kit, or not a kit, but a cross stitch project that I have. And this seems to be a ongoing trend for me right now. Every New Year's, I seem to want to pick up cross stitch again. It happened last year around this time as well. It lasted maybe a couple of months and then it fizzled out again. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and break out some cross stitch. I pulled out my 3 closest to finish projects and I did an Instagram stories, but it's probably gone by now, on, you know, the 3 different projects plus one that was kind of calling to me that wasn't anywhere close to being finished. But I pulled them out, looked at them, talked about them on Instagram, and then decided to go with this one. The reason why I went with this one is because I have the rest of this series finished and I display it every year except for these 3 months. So once October hits, I can no longer display the thing. So I just turn the display around and it's just a weird little thing just sitting there on a shelf upstairs because I don't have the rest of these finished. So I was like, okay, let's go ahead and get this done. Then I can sell the set because I have the whole set. Just this one's one of the other ones. I have the other 2 somewhere in my stash in one of these boxes down here, probably this way. I'm gonna get these finished so I can sell this, get it out of my pile of whips, and you know, be done with it. And if I still have the cross stitching bug, I can go ahead and pick up one of the other ones that are closest to a finish and get those done because those need to be done and I want them out of my pile. Yeah, what else can I say? So this is Heart and Hand Square Dance. And so it's the last 3 months, as you can see, October, November, and December. I had October started, just the outline and the word. So I went ahead and started adding a couple owls. And then I was like, well, I don't have much of this color left and it does call for it in the owls. So let's go ahead over here and do November, get the words done. And then last night I started December. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the words finished. That way I can see how much of this floss I have left. This one is Weeks Dye Works in Grapevine. So this is all that I have left. So I wanna get the words at least done so they all match that way. And then if I run out of this in here, I can just use the DMC Cut 4 because that's really mostly what I'm doing. I only have these 2 fancy flosses that I'm using in this and the rest are DMC. So this one is Classic Colorworks in Colonial Copper and this one was the outline for October, but it might be called for in one of these 2. I don't know yet. So, and this is all that I have left of the fabric. The fabric is, I have the tag right here. It is 32 count Vintage Country Mocha Belfast. So that's all that I have left of it after doing the rest of the series. And yeah, what else? I finished these, I flat finished them and I put this felt on the back. I actually had a big stack of this in multiple colors. And it was funny too, before I even picked up this project, I thought to myself, crap, I gave my daughter the whole package of these felt squares because I was like, I'm done with them, I don't need these. And then I was thinking, I was like, crap, I didn't finish the series. I need some of those felt squares back. But when I pulled this out the other day, I had already pulled a couple of felt squares that might match these projects. So I was smart. Past me was smart, and I'm thankful for that. So I have these, and then I just cut a piece of matte board, mount the cross stitch to that, and then I glue this. I put a washer underneath this, so in between the piece, and then this covers the washer, and then I have a magnet on my display piece that I can just, and then the display piece is a box, so these actually all go in the box when it's not their month. So I'll have to show you sometime, maybe. I know I showed it like a million years ago when I was still cross stitching, but that's been a while. So yeah, I picked up cross stitch again, and my hands are not used to it. They hurt a little bit, but also I'm having to do that in hand since it's so small. So that is all the projects that I've worked on. I mean, minus my daughter's coat, but that took me 6 days to knit, so that was kind of out there in the universe that I wasn't able to show. It's that in-between time, you know, where we just don't know what's happening in the world, or in our personal bubble, but just what's happening. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll go ahead and show you my Christmas gift, and then I'll go ahead and do the haul bit, because in case I do throw in that extra clip. So I have to move you around, sorry. Oh. So my gift from my husband, because he's awesome, is this guy. Look at him. Come back here. This fancy doohickey. This is a shacked ladybug. It is a spinning wheel, if you did not know. So my husband's really good at gift giving. Like, he's really good at it. I know I've mentioned this before, probably during Vlogmas, but if you didn't watch Vlogmas, that's okay. He's really good at gift giving. So one evening, I want to say a couple months ago, if not just early November, he likes to look at Craigslist, just, you know, everything and anything that's on Craigslist. And he happened across this on Craigslist. And I told him, like, he showed me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a ladybug. That is so awesome. And then he showed me the price. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a really good price for that. And I knew at the time that it wasn't something we could afford. And I didn't have the money to get it. So I'm just like, wow, that'd be super nice to have. I would really like it. And I've also talked to him about how my electric eel wheel nano is just too small for the spinning that I want to do. I mean, I was making it work, but I really wanted to upgrade at some point. Whether it be another electric spinning wheel, just something bigger, or something like this that is treadle. So you treadle it. So no electricity at all for this guy. So, you know, I've told him that a few times, just mentioning it. Come to find out, he contacted the person who was selling this, and he was able to get a deal on it. So that's nice. I didn't ask him how much he paid for it, because I'm not going to be like that. If he wants to tell me, that's okay. So he got this from me. And I love it. I haven't been able to spin on it yet, though. That's a whole new learning curve. Plus, we want to upgrade some of these, whoops. So is there a way for me to put this down so I can show you? So when I pulled this out of the box, I was looking at it and I was like, well, these are different. I've never seen one with this before. And so I did my research, and come to find out that this flyer is actually the bulky plier flyer. And this is a bulky weight, or well, a bulky, what's it called? Bobbin. And then obviously the maiden, sorry, dropping things. The maiden here is accommodating this. So I did my research, looked into it, and I realized that this is an actual add-on. You purchase this separately, like this, the flyer, the bobbin, and the maiden. You purchase this separately at the Shacked website. It doesn't come with the machine. So I was like, oh, well, that's kind of a bummer. I wonder if maybe she had the original flyer and just forgot to add it in to this. So, I mean, we didn't really contact her or anything like that, but you know, I started looking into it, and then my local yarn store is a Shacked dealer, retail, well, yeah, dealer, I guess you could call it. because Shacked is actually made in Boulder, Colorado. They're based in Boulder, Colorado. Ouch. So I was like, okay, well, maybe they'll have what I need. Plus I need more bobbins. I can't just have one bobbin. You can't spin with just one bobbin. It doesn't work like that. I mean, maybe you can make it work, but I don't want to make it work like that. So I was like, okay, we went and we talked to the people who work there, and they said that they could order what I need and get it, you know, it'd be there whenever they, you know how it works, right? You order it and then you go pick it up kind of thing. So I was like, okay. So we talked about it. I told them kind of what I needed, but they were having a hard time finding this in the little catalog, the maiden, because you can't use this maiden for the regular flyer. This is for bulky only. So we couldn't really find the product in their catalog. So wasn't after Christmas, it was a couple days later, they called me back and they asked me if I could take some pictures and send it to them. So I did that. They still couldn't tell the difference here. They weren't sure. So they asked me to bring it in. So right before New Year's Eve, actually, we took this into the store so they could look at it. And they compared it to, they have a Ladybug for sale in their shop right now, like a newer model. Because this one isn't a 2010. This one's a 2010. They have a 2018 version in their shop. So we put them side by side so they could see the difference. So we put in an order for the flyer, the original maiden. What else? Oh, the hooks, because there's hooks that are on the original one instead of this thing. You have hooks. And then I also asked about, this one's gonna be hard, the mother of all. That's this guy right here, this whole bar. So the newer mother of alls, the tension, this, oh, you can't see, I'm so sorry. There's a tension spring right down here that actually lays this way, and then when you tighten the knob, there's a knob right here to tighten it, to adjust your tension. It's easier. My tension goes up and down like this, and I have to wrap it around a hook that's on this other side and then around this knob, and it doesn't stay in. It constantly loosens and pulls out. So after doing a little messing around with the Shacked, the Ladybug that is in the shop, I just realized that I accidentally stopped recording. But I was messing around and I realized that I could easily take this apart and put in a new mother of all. So I'm really just kind of sitting here waiting to hear back from my local yarn store on a kind of like a final price. But I'm not sure when that's going to happen because, like I said, Shacked is in Boulder and Boulder County's on fire. You probably heard it in the news. Boulder County, the towns of Superior and Louisville in Colorado. I don't know, before the new year, at least, they were on fire. They lost, there's probably over 1,000 homes that have been burnt down, which is crazy. Just absolutely horrible. So I don't know if Shacked has been affected. I'm not even entirely sure if, what's the word? What am I trying to say? We got snow for New Year's. We got a bit of snow. I believe they got a bit of snow. So I'm not sure if, I haven't heard anything since about the fires, if they're been all put out or what, but I'm not sure if Shacked has been affected by these fires. So really it's just a matter of waiting and seeing, and that's okay. That's fine. I don't mind waiting. It's okay. But yes, I've tried spinning on this, but it has not been easy. I did order some little bits to kind of update it. Not update it, but like this is, the drive band is pretty stretched out, so I ordered a new one of these. I ordered a new tension band spring thing just in case. Like I ordered that before even deciding I could get a new mother of mother of all, as long as it's not too expensive. And so yeah, this is my beautiful present. You know what's also cool about ladybugs that I just recently learned about is that all ladybugs come with a ladybug, and they're in all different places. As you can see, mine is right here. It's a little metal ladybug, and they put them on all their machines, just like I said, in all different areas. So that's where mine is. Love it. That is the cutest thing ever. I did not know that was a thing until I watched a lady talk about this. I think it was like a Jimmy Bean Wolves video, and they were talking about ladybugs. You know, just, you know, I was kind of just learning what I can about it a little bit. But yeah, it does need to be cleaned up. I did order some oil too, so that it needs some cleaning. It's an old machine. Ooh. But I love it. I haven't even used it and I still love it. Let's adjust this again. Good enough, right? I think we're back together. Okay, so last little bit is going to be my haul from this past, I guess, 2 weeks maybe. Really, this last week, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and show you what's here because you got a little sneak peek of it already. And again, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen this. Most everything that I show. I got this beautiful, it's a shawl collar hoodie. So this collar is really big with these cool ropes as your drawstrings. It says Knitrovert. And that means a person who would rather stay home and knit, and a person who uses knitting as comfort tool in a social setting. Also see Knitflix. This is from Love and Stitches or Nitty Natty. She had a definitions collection on her Spreadshirt page. I believe December 31st was the last day to order before she took everything down. And I didn't know that. So I'm glad I ordered this when I did. But yeah, I got, this is the navy blue. It's in a large, because she said that these run small. So I'm glad I did, because this large does fit like a snug medium kind of, but it's comfortable. It's really, really nice. And the shawl collar, while it took me a minute to get used to because it was really bunched up in my neck area, it's quite cute. I like it. And Knitrovert, that is exactly me, to be honest. Exactly me. I'd rather stay home and knit, and I do take knitting to public places because I need it. Love it. It's amazing. So I got that. And then when we went, well, no, right after Christmas, we always get some Christmas money. And I knew I wanted to order these guys. This is the Chiagu. These are the shorts, the shorties. I forget exactly what they're called. The Twist X Flex cables. So I believe they're the shorty twists. Just here's the cables, a little gauge ruler. Where's the other thing? You got your, came with some stitch markers and T-pins and the ends for the cables. So these cables are 5-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch. Oops, super small. And then the awesome needles. So these are the needles. You get 2 sets of each size, and it's US 4 or 3.5 millimeter to a US 8 5 millimeter. You get 2 sets of each, because these ones up here are the 3 inches. And these ones down here are the 2 inches. Look at how tiny these needles are. So yeah, I wanted this set so that I could knit sleeves without having to do magic loop or DPNs. I'm hoping these work for me, but we will see. So yeah, just US 4 to US 8. That's usually about the size needles I need for sleeves, except for when it comes to the Straya. Straya uses a US 2 needle. So when I went to You and Me for my machine, I went ahead and grabbed myself a US 2 in the 3-inch needles. Hopefully, they didn't have a 2-inch, so hopefully this will work for sleeves. So I got the 2. It says Twist SS lace tips, 3 inches, US 2 or 2.75 millimeter. So yeah, this should work with this set. I just don't have a place to put these in here. But yeah, so I got those. And then also while at You and Me, I got this Malabrigo yarn. This is just black in the sock weight. Malabrigo sock, black, or ones, whoa, was that $1.95? So I've been wanting black yarn, especially sock weights. I cannot dye this color. You see how like black this is? I cannot dye this color. I don't know how anybody can. I can't do it. So I've wanted black yarn so that if I need it for contrast or anything, I have it. Like heels, toes, cuffs of a sock or anything, I have it. So yeah, I'm thinking sweater quantity of this with a pretty color for colorwork sweater would be amazing. So like I said, I can't buy yarn. I'm not going to buy yarn for sweaters right now. Maybe later in the year. But this is an idea for a sweater that I saw on Ravelry yesterday. It's an all over colorwork sweater. All over. So I think this would be the main color, and then a beautiful variegated, or yeah, like a variegated colorway as the contrast color would be amazing. This is like super black. I wish I could dye this, but I can't. It always turns out charcoal gray, no matter how hard I try. Yep. Hi, I'm back. Luckily the mail came at a decent time today. It is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we got 1, 2, 3, and 4 packages. This one I don't think was, oops. This one I don't think was, oh. This one, that one. This one I think wasn't showing that it was supposed to come today, but that's okay with me. I don't mind. This one was something I thought was different, but this one is from Busy Bee Fiber. Busy Bee Fiber, she's in California. She has an Etsy, but she also has a website as well, busybeefibers.com as well. So I ordered directly from her website this time. I've ordered from her Etsy before, a couple of different fibers, but I wanted to get a sweater's quantity of, fiber. Busy Bee Fibers, oh, of course, busybeefibers.com, and as busy as in, whoa, they misspelled that. Okay, so it's Busy Bee as in B-E-E-S-Y. Her poor card, they put a E there instead of a Y when they printed her cards. But it's B-E-E-S-Y. B as in B-E-E fibers.com. So yeah, I've ordered from her in the past. So I decided to get I hope this is easy to spin. I got a sweater's quantity of gray Corriedale top. So let's see, I got 20 ounces. I think that's a sweater's quantity. If about 4 ounces can give you 100 grams of like fingering weight. Oh, this is really packed in there. It's 1.25 pounds. It's really pretty. Ooh, it does smell a little sheepy. That makes me happy. I don't want to pull all of it out. Ooh, this is really nice. Oh, this is really, really nice. I'm hoping to be able to spin this on my ladybug. So I'm not going to spin this until I am proficient at that. But this is gorgeous. And I thought, well, this other one is for like the same idea. I was like, oh, I can spin this and make a Birch Pullover by Andrea Mowry, but this other package is for that as well. So really, this is going to be for some kind of sweater at some point. Something simple, hopefully. I was watching Andrea Mowry's I'll Knit If I Want To, I'll Spin If I Want To, you know, her little podcast that she has on YouTube. She was wearing a sweater with her first, like, sweater's quantity of hand spun. She says it wasn't perfect, but she knit with it and she loves the sweater, and I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that. So this is really nice. I'm glad I ordered this. So yep, first sweater one day whenever I can get it spun. Next package, this one, this one comes from Denmark. This is from Holst Garn. This one's for the Birch Pullover, where I ordered it with the intention of that, and probably some other things too, because this is a 500 gram cone. I finally got myself a cone. Sorry about the lighting. I don't want to, I'm watching Stop, Drop, and Knit podcast, her year in review. I don't want to switch it.
Knits is her Instagram handle.
I don't want to switch it over to a white screen right now because I'm in the middle of this, so. Oh my gosh, come on. This is a good color, actually. So it's always difficult to tell the color on the website. So you never really know what you're gonna get, but let's see here. I got the oatmeal color. It's a cone, like I said, it's 500 grams. Let's get it out of the bag. Look at it, it's really pretty. I like that. So it's definitely an oatmeal color. And since, you know, during Vlogmas I did do a swatch and I talked all about Holst Garn, and so I can't remember exactly the weight of the yarn that she used for her Birch Pullover, so I don't know if I'll be holding this double or if I will just be knitting this with a single strand. But look at, ooh, this is really nice. This is only $23 US and then $15 shipping, so it's really not that much. That's still cheaper than most sweaters quantities of yarn. I like it. I might have to invest in some other colors, like a black. Ooh, ideas. I don't know, we'll see still. That is some good ideas. We'll really have to see how this knits up, how the garment wears, you know, all that stuff. I really need to make something with this so that I can determine if it is worth investing in a lot of this stuff. But look at that. This is amazing. I can't wait to show my husband when he gets home. He's gonna be like, you're crazy. And I'm like, yes, I know, but it brings me joy. So that is package number 2. These 2 are for my wheel. So that's good. You know, it's hilarious, this package. I was watching the tracking and it got to Denver like 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago. And then when I checked the tracking last night, it accidentally passed us and went straight to Albuquerque, New Mexico. But thankfully, it still made it back here without delay. Let's see, this one's from Woolly Winder. The Woolly Winder. They have some really cool flyers that have a gear on them, so while they're spinning, they move the little hook that guides your yarn up and down so it fills your bobbin evenly. Super cool. Bit pricey though, so I'm not going to invest in that yet. Maybe that'll be in a couple of years or something like that, but that's super cool. But I did get the Orifice Reducer. It says optional Orifice Reducer, twist while inserting into orifice to reduce yarn bounce. Let's hope this fits. It says it's for shock. It says Lendrum, but it said on the listing for Ladybug as well. So this is what an Orifice Reducer looks like. You'd stick this into the end of the flyer, and then your yarn goes in through here. And it's supposed to keep your yarn more stable. So hopefully that'll be a good thing to have. Actually, let me put it back in the packaging for now. Last package. Okay. This one is from the spinnerystore.com. I've ordered from them before, so I knew of them because of that. That's not going to open like that. That's still glued down. Okay, let's see here. So, all right. Oh, it's fun. It comes with a little magnet and a, what's that? The business card. It's a little magnet. It's the spinnerystore.com. Came with a bunch of, what is all this stuff? Oh, very nice. Okay. So she sent me, I don't know what this is, so I'll have to open it. She sent me a little note. It says, thanks for placing your order through our website. They do have an Etsy as well, but she's saying the fees are much lower than Etsy because they have to bump them up for, you know, Etsy fees and stuff like that. And then she gave me a little coupon code. $3 off all products. Let's see, and then there's this thing attached to it. I don't know if this is just attached for fun. I don't know if I ordered this. I mean, because this, I know I ordered this, and I know I ordered this. So let's see what this is. Oh, yes, I did order this, of course. I couldn't remember. Oh my goodness. So I did talk about this stuff a little bit earlier in the video, but that was the part that I forgot to record. So, yeah, I didn't repeat myself at that spot. Okay. All right. So this is the oil, Shacked spinning oil. So I'm going to be cleaning my machine pretty well and giving it a nice little oiling. Ben Place, Boulder, Colorado. It says this oiler may be refilled with 20 or 30 weight motor oil. So my husband will know more about that, but got a little bottle of oil. I got a new drive band. So this is what makes the wheel spin. Got to install that. And yes. So, when my video cut out, I was talking about the mother of all and the tension, how the newer ones, they lay across and then you just turn the knob and it adjusts your tension to what you need. My machine, the tension goes up and down, and the cord is pretty old. It's starting to fray, and it doesn't want to stay attached to the knob, so it slips and loosens quite a bit. So I ordered a new one. Uh-oh. It's kind of fraying already. So this one is in much better shape than the one I have. So here is, it's attached to this spring. What I need to do is figure out how to remove the old spring. Ooh, this is much tighter spring than that one is. That is way looser. My machine is 11 years old. Definitely need to install this in the drive band and oil it up, clean it up, all the lovely things. So that is it. I do have some more haul coming, but I'm not sure when. In a couple days or so. So you'll probably see it in next week's video. This and this. Ooh, very nice. I think I spent only $40 some on this as well with the shipping, which I checked out, and then I'm like, oh crap, I thought I saw something that said orders over $50 for free. If I would have thought smarter, I would have ordered more, not more of this, but just more fiber in general to put it over 50 bucks because I was almost there anyways with the shipping. But it's okay. I don't mind. This is gonna be lovely. So exciting. I wish I didn't have to go to work. I wish I had all the time in the world again. It's okay. It's okay. And then obviously work stuff. Where's the other thing? It was oh, the Orifice Reducer, that's right. Okay, so that's it for my haul, my video. I also wanted to mention one thing. I've been looking at new editing software. I tried one last week. I kind of like it because it was easier to use, but it costs like $60. And I don't know if that's a year or if that's just for all the time. And the only problem I had is that it makes my videos brighter, and I don't know how to adjust that. Like, I like how it looks here when I edit on iMovie on my Mac, and the colors are the same that I see here in that program, but when I put it into the other one, which I forgot how it's pronounced, it's like Mojave or something like that, it brightens everything, so everything looks whiter, and I didn't like that. And so with some research, I found out about DaVinci editing software. That's free. So I downloaded it, and I was trying to play with it a little bit earlier. It does the same thing though. It makes everything brighter. And it's really hard for me to figure out how to edit the video. Like, I don't know how to split clips, put in audio. It's much more difficult. So for now, I think this video is just going to go back into the iMovie. But I'm going to keep messing around with the other one and see if I can figure out how to edit with it. I just don't like how bright it made everything. I don't like how bright it was because I don't feel like that's very accurate. I like this coloring. I like the way it looks when I do my normal editing. So we will see. But yeah, I wanted to let you know that that might be happening soon. I've been wanting to do some extra. I like how people can put text wherever they want, and in iMovie you can't do that. You cannot move the text around. At least I haven't been able to figure it out. So I wanted something else, and that Mojave one seemed the easiest, but again, it was like 60 bucks, and I don't know if that's just a year or if that's for all time. If it's for all time, then I might be able to do that, but if that's a year, yeah. So anyways, I do hope you guys have a good week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.